Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first day of Intro to Occupational Health and Safety. My name is Christy McConnell, and I am the director of the occupational program here at Carl Albert State College. So, today starts a new journey for you. It starts an opportunity to enter into a field that maybe you don't know a lot about. Or what can I do with this degree once I graduate from Carl Albert? Or maybe I just need to get a couple classes to kind of help with the current job I'm in now. I think that you're in a great place. I think that this program is designed for the student who is ready to work, but maybe doesn't want to always start down at the bottom of the totem pole, right? We kind of want to be in the middle or even in a supervisor type of role. So, this particular class is honestly an overview of what occupational safety is, why it originated, where it originated from. So that would be like the legislation side of things as well. We will talk about the basic parts of safety. We'll look at some job outcomes and kind of where the projection is for safety professionals. So ideally is I want for you to go through this program and then get a job. That's the plan. So throughout the program, there's technically 10 safety courses that you will take along with some of your general ed requirements. Um, with the safety classes, the most important thing to me and the other instructors are that you actually retain the information. So what you're going to see throughout every course in this particular program is we're going to study the chapter or study the material, and then you're going to have a homework assignment or a short quiz, something that can reflect that you actually learn the module, right? So expect that for every bit of information that's given out to you. There's going to be some type of assessment that's going to go along with that. And we're not going to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. These are online classes, so I expect for you to read the material up front, then complete the homework or do the test. And if you need to look back at the material, that's what it's there for. So I'm super excited to get us going. I did want to jump on here and show you what Blackboard Ultra looks like. So in case you're kind of really new to the online world, I want to show you kind of how you're going to navigate Blackboard Ultra. Couple important tips though is when you need to communicate with me, please make sure you are emailing me from your Carl Albert email. If you try to email me from a personal email, it will probably go to my spam, into my junk, and I may never see it. So please make sure that you're emailing me from that Carl Albert email. I'm on campus 5 days a week, especially early in the mornings. If you're ever around and you want to meet me in person, I would love to talk to you. If there's a subject that you like, whether it's electrical or confined space, or even construction, and you want to know a little bit more about that or how that getting a degree in safety would help your career long term, please come by and see me. I'm actually located in the Ollie Center, which is directly across from Bud's convenience store. I'm on the first floor. My office number is 1107. My office phone number is 918-647-1457. So I'm available in person, on the phone, through email, and then I have it set up where we can do Zoom meetings as well. So you could go on and you could book a session with me, and then we could Zoom, especially if you're not local. We could do a Zoom and I can share my screen and we can kind of work through maybe a homework that you're not for sure on or the topic that you're really interested in that you would like more information. This program is designed to give you a um, complete knowledge of what a safety professional could do. So throughout these courses, you will notice that there's certain classes that focus on one area of safety. Okay. And then another class is going to focus on a totally different area of safety. So that is very, very useful for you as the student. So when you graduate from Carl Albert State College or you decide to transfer on from here, you're going to have that knowledge of all the different areas in safety that you could potentially get a job. Okay, so to me, that's really neat. So, this first course, this Intro to Occupational Health and Safety course, is honestly just a large overview. So it's going to kind of give you kind of that foundation that you need to get started and roll into the other classes. So the books are a must. So as you get through this program and you're going, I really encourage you to grab the books. Now, not every class has a book that you have to go to the bookstore and buy. Some have a book that we've embedded into the course. So it may just be a link and it's public knowledge, and you can jump on there and you can print it or you can save it to your desktop, and then you always have that book. Okay. What I want to do is I'm going to share my screen with you because I want to show you kind of what your Blackboard's going to look like. So this would be if you were entered into the class. So you've literally clicked on it, you're here. Hello, what am I going to see, Mrs. McConnell? Well, one thing about the Occupational Health and Safety Program is everything's already open for you. So when you log into class on day one, every assignment that myself or the other instructor wants you to do is already available for you. So keep that in mind. If you know that you're about to get busy at work or you're going on a vacation or something like that, you can work ahead. Okay, you can get on there and get things done as you need. This program is set up for somebody who's maybe working full time. So we're really trying to do things to help you be successful. Now, with that said, they do have dates that every module is due. So if you look here with me, you can see this is your start here. So under start here is going to be a welcome video from me, class rules, the simple syllabus, which is going to just kind of break down those important rules of the class. Here's our course due dates, an overview. This discussion assignment is a must do. You have to do it to stay in the class. It takes just a couple seconds to introduce yourself to me and your classmates. Tell me something funny about yourself, like, or what are you going to do when you get this safety degree? Just something that lets me know, like, hey, Mrs. McConnell, I want to stay in this course. If you do not complete an academic act by Carl Albert policy, you have to be withdrawn from the course. So let's make sure and get that done. A couple different just information links for you there. So that's the start working. Okay, then I have where the modules actually come in. This is going to be where all of your homework is. And you can see it goes down for a while because this class lasts until December, right? So the very first module for this course is called Learning Safety. And if you look out to the side, I have your due date. So I need everything within this particular module, which is only one homework assignment, to be done by the date listed on there. Okay. So under this, when I click on it, it pulls up everything I need to know within this learning safety module. So you can see I've got some homework examples, history, it's just a video for you to watch, couple links, and then right down here is going to list your homework. Okay. Then we have module 1, which is chapter 1 and 2. So you would click on it. Another video for me. So hopefully you see consistent videos of me talking to you about the topic, the chapter, that kind of stuff. This is a 21-minute video right here. I try not to make them that long. I want to give you a product that you are actually going to use and that you're actually going to watch the whole thing. So it's got some neat different links here for you. Chapter 2, these are PowerPoints. So you have PowerPoints. And then right here's going to be that homework. Okay, when is the homework due? Well, the homework is due whenever up here at the top when I tell you that the module is due. So if it's saying, oh, this is due August, whatever, okay, that means everything within this is due at that time. So for this particular module, you only have one homework assignment. So you can kind of see the theme here. Here's module 2, chapter 3. And we have a due date on there as well. We got a couple homeworks in there. And then you have a testing module. So we learn, and then we test. Okay. So that's pretty simple there. I will do announcements for you throughout the semester. I try to at least once or twice a week let you know what's going on, kind of words of encouragement, that kind of stuff. There is your grade book. I will try to keep your grades up to date as best as I can. So as soon as stuff gets turned in, we'll kind of get those rapidly graded and sent out. You are welcome to message me through Blackboard Ultra, but you also may want to shoot me an email so I don't overlook anything. There should be a button you could click when you create your message. You should be able to click a button that says like, hey, go ahead and email this to Mrs. McConnell as well. That's a great, great idea. So your email or your message, your question doesn't get buried down there in other stuff going on. So my plan is to get back with you as soon as possible. That way you can continue to work, right? So if I was going to go here to start working, some of the important things that I would want to know as a student is what are the due dates for this course? So you can click on that and then it's going to pull it up for you. It's going to let you know everything's open. Everything's available to you. You can see everything throughout the course and then it's going to tell you when things are due. Best practice, print this off. As you complete a module, mark it out. You can see down here as we get into Thanksgiving, we don't do anything on Thanksgiving, so you see a little bit of a break there in between like Thanksgiving week and then module 10 due and your final due. Um, Try to stay in order. Okay, so please do not go module 1 and then skip down to module 5 because that's going to get confusing. So stay in this order. Do module 1, 2, then take your test. That way the information will be more familiar to you when you're ready to test. Um, Let me go ahead and stop the share. Okay, so that's just a quick rundown. That's what the class looks like when you get in it. All of the safety classes should look very similar to that. So whether you are in this course or Intro to Fire or construction safety, they're going to be designed very similar. So you should have a good understanding of what I do in this class. I should log on and be able to see it's very similar in the next course. One thing I try to do for my classes is I try to like space out those due dates. Okay. So that way it's not like everything's due on a Monday in every single safety class you have. Okay. So we try to spread those out a little bit throughout the week. So don't worry about taking multiple safety classes at the same time. That's something a lot of our students do. So that's normal practice around here. But if you have any questions moving forward or you want me to go over this in person with you, please swing by my office or book a session with me, and I will definitely be available and make time for you. Other than that, have a great semester. I think you guys are going to do phenomenal, and I'm extremely happy to have you in my class and in my program. Thanks.